Good morning and welcome back to Life of Dave. It's Sunday morning, I'm back down the boat. Okay, so last time down I managed to get the whole side sanded. It can still do with a little bit more. There's a few little low spots on that it hasn't touched. Of course I'm using a flat sander so it spans across an area. There's always going to be areas, like little low spots that it won't hit. So I've got to sand it back a little bit more to remove some more of those. There's some that it won't get. I'll have to just dig into them to key them up so that when I fare it over, I can smooth it all out and lose all those dimples. It's nearly there. I mean, you know, I could paint that. That would be good enough for surface, but I'm not happy with it. I want it smoother than that. I'm not that perfect, but definitely better than that. So that's my plan anyway. Right. So I've got a bit more sanding to do. I'll give this a light sand in this top section. It needs a bit more. I need to sand under here and this 6-inch or 8-inch strip down here. Yeah, so all that needs to be sanded. I've not touched that yet. So I'm going to get on with that this morning. I ain't going to film it all. I've done so much sanding recently. I just need to get this done. So I'll show you a little bit, you know, what I'm doing. And then I'm going to knock it off for now. Next big step will be making me lockers to go into here. I've got to cut a hole in the front bulkhead inside the line of the locker. So I need to make that, work out where it's going to fit, and then make a hole. And that's going to be for me wiring to go through because I want to fit a windlass on the front. So I ain't got to get up there pulling the anchor up manually by hand unless unless that breaks, you know, obviously. You know, but yeah, I want a windlass fitted on the front to do that for me, and that's where the wiring's going to go. So I'm going to have the wiring running down the, basically using the cupboard like trunking on this side. Yeah, and that's going to hide all that, so I don't see ugly wires hanging down everywhere that can get caught. You know, the kids hanging on them, things like that if I go out. So yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so let's crack on, get this done. I've got a lot more sanding to do. Like I say, I can't film all the sanding. There's just so much sanding, and you know, yeah, there's only so much of that you can watch. So, right, let's get on and get something done. I'll pop back and say goodbye. I've not got long this morning. I'm only here for, I don't know, about another hour or so. Then I've got to pack up. Not even an hour now. But I just want to get some sanding done. And I've got to have my eyes tested. I'm getting old, you know. Alright, rock and roll. Okay, let's lock that off there. That's nearly 20 minutes done there. I'll edit that down. Why I'm telling you that, because I'll edit that out. I'll edit that out as well. Right, so I've got that pretty much to shape now. You'll need a little bit of filler over that just to lose the dents in it. But that's pretty good. It's quite smooth and flat. It's got the right shape to it now. It's curving round beautifully. So it's just the pit marks in it. I'll have to go too hard with the sanding to get rid of them. Yeah. So I'm just going to leave that like that for now. And we'll put some filler down there, smooth that out, rub it back down. Needs a lot more sanding, but hey ho, it is what it is. Not going to bother doing that till I've got my lockers stuck in, because we'll fare it all together. So we'll bond them in, glass them in place. You know, that's going to tab back up here again anyway. So that's all going to have to be glassed in. Sanded, glass, sanded, faired, sanded, you know, the usual. Really hard going, this sanding this gel coat down smooth. Right, well, I ain't getting nothing done talking about it, so let's crack on. I'll come back and show you what I've done before I'm ready to leave. Okay, because I didn't have long, I abandoned sanding under here for a bit to finish the top here. That needed going over a lot more. So I've been back over that lot and taken that down a lot more, so you can see the glass coming through now. So there's less pitting in it. Now I'm just carrying on with this under here. I'll try and get this edge done and then work onto that one. But that's hard work this side under there. But it's really uneven as well, so it's making hard work with sanding it flat. Alright, I've got about 5 minutes left and I'm packing up, so I'm just going to film this last bit, then I'm out of there. I've got to go. 9 o'clock. I will get the boat locked up, everything cleaned away, get myself cleaned up, and then get down the opticians. And the eyes full of dust. That's starting to look better, but I've got a lot of work yet. This is really hard to sand. And the worst bit yet, I've got to get into here. I can either use the front of the grinder, like the sander like a grinder, but that really eats the paper. Or I've got to do all that by hand. Either way, that's hard work. It really is. Well, we're about halfway under here. About the same to go. Only done sort of up to here underneath. This bit ain't finished yet. But I've managed to get the whole front sort of sanded off. There's a couple of little pits there, need just rubbing over by hand with a bit of paper. Just to take the shine off of them. So that we can put some filler in there and fiberglass when we do the old lockers. But that ain't bad. Right, let's get cleaned up and get out of here, I think. I think what I'll do, get some new paper on once I've sanded everything and gone over it. I'll go over some of this again with a new sheet. It eats the paper pretty quickly, so you know, you have to change it quite regularly or it stops cutting. And you end up, it takes ages to sand a spot and you realise that your paper's dead. Stick a new bit on and it's a lot quicker. But obviously you go for a lot of paper that way. That's the only way to do it. So what I'm going to do, I'll get all this sanded down once I'm ready. Up the top section for the lockers, I'm going to go over this again with a bit of good paper and just take this down a bit more because I think I can go a little bit further on some of this so it's less filler. I'll give that another hit with some paper all the way over. It shouldn't take as long as the first time because the first time it was really heavy. Yeah, but we can go over this and smooth this out a bit. That's still a little ripply as you can see it. I can feel it, not all of it, I can't feel all of it, but there's a couple of lines there that I can feel. So we'll lose some of them. This is really pitty down the bottom section here, so we'll take some of that out. Again up here, a little ripply, so we'll take some of that out. And all the little pits, we can take some more gel coat off of there until we can really see the glass through it. You know, then we can get some fairing compound on that once we put the lockers in. But for now, that's done. Right, let's get out of here. Well, it's going to be a little while before you see this video because I've still got loads of editing to do from Tuesdays and Sundays previously. I haven't had a chance to edit all the videos. I've been doing some shorter videos, deleting a lot of the content because a lot of it was just sanding. So I've been wiping some of it out, fast forwarding it, bits and pieces, and editing it down to keep it like quite small, short videos, a bit more watchable hopefully. I hope you like what you're seeing, what I'm doing here, my little project here on my Shetland. I'm trying to keep it moving forward. I know a lot of it is sanding and prep work. That's just part of the parcel of what I'm doing. Hopefully, you enjoyed the glassing and all the rest of it. I'm starting to put some of the videos on there of me glassing it up. I've got a couple more to do. That shouldn't be too long now. Anyway, thank you all for watching Life of Dave, and I'll be back next time. Bye for now.